Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about a topic that's been on my head for a while and I keep seeing it on social media and I'm like, okay, time to weigh in because I have thoughts. So let's get right into it. We're gonna talk about why being single can really shape your perspective around relationships and moving through life, and maybe why you shouldn't be single for too long. As always, this is around my experience. I've seen that my experience is pretty relatable to certain people when it comes to this topic. I've seen a lot of the similar things that I've been thinking about being reflected on social media. So let's just talk about this topic. Number one is when you're single, you just really understand and know your worth. Your self-worth is so strong and resilient the longer that you're single because you're just working on you and you're focused on you, and through that spending all that time with you and unlearning and learning new things of how to be a grown-up and how to move through situations with people and interactions with people. You just really understand what your worth is. It's a little bit difficult at times to allow other people into your life when you can sense that they don't really respect someone's self-worth, or if you can sense that they may not have value in their own worth, and it's like, why would I want to attract or entertain any kind of like insecure energy when I have been working on myself? Because you've done all of this growth, you want to attract someone else who is also either on that journey or understands their own self-worth. And two, when it comes to knowing your worth, oh my god, it's so hard to let people play you. It's like, I've been single for this whole time. Why would I allow anyone to mess with my demeanor, mess with my worth when I've done the work to strengthen it? So it's really hard to allow silly little characters into your life when you know your self-worth. And that really does come with being single because, like I said, it's just you and you working on yourself. You also see right through the BS. It's just so easy to pick up on the signals and the signs that someone is not serious. You can just tell by their energy, the way they approach you, the way that they talk to you. They may be more handsy with you. There's no respect. They just have a certain intention in mind, and it's just so easy to clock it. And if that is not the intention that you want to continue with that person, you just know to like take a step back. This is also coming from me dating men. I just feel like it's so easy to see through whatever men are saying. They just make it so easy. And when you've been single for a long time and you know what you're looking for, and you've had interactions with men where it's been respectful, where it's been the way it should be, and then you have these other interactions with men who from the get-go, they're just thinking about physical encounters, you can understand and sense it really quickly, and that allows you to, like I said, clock things and remove yourself from situations that you can tell are not going to be good for you in the long run because they are not serious. And if you're looking for something serious, you can tell that they are not looking for that. If you are someone who does want to have like hookups or have more casual encounters and you're fine with that, totally cool. But this is more so for women who are like dating with intention, dating to be serious. When you're single, your senses are just so heightened when it comes to how people are interacting with you. So it makes it easier to clock the BS. However, you then realize that there is so much BS out here. You see it everywhere, and sometimes it can make you a little bit disenchanted with the dating scene because you feel like the majority of the interactions and connections that you're seeing when you go outside or if you're on the dating apps, it just feels very casual, very high school, very unserious when you're not really in that boat. The perception of that is pretty skewed because you kind of feel like, oh, that's all that is out there, but that's not the case. There are people who are looking for more serious things. It's just you got to weed through the BS, and like I said, it'll be a lot of BS that you're sensing, but at least you're able to sense it and not get sucked and trapped into something that you don't actually want. You become very protective of your time and energy when you've been single for a while, and that has its good and bad. The good thing is you know how to set time for yourself, and you are very careful with your schedule. You make sure that you're doing things that honor your energy, things that you want to do. You're not forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. And even if you say yes to something, you'll probably end up stepping back from that because you're realizing like, yeah, this is not an interaction that I want to take part in. You just become so protective of your energy. You don't want to waste it because you understand that there's only 24 hours in a day, and like 8 hours of that ideally is spent sleeping, and then you're working. You just want to make sure you are spending your time where it needs to be spent. Bad side is wait, what's the bad side? The bad side is that you aren't probably going out on a lot of dates. So you're very selective with the dates that you go on. I can see that with myself. I'm very selective with my energy and my time. And if I can sense that like I'm not attracted to this person and I can't see myself being attracted to that person, I'm not interested in them, I'm not inspired by them, I'm not gonna waste my time by going on a date because I'm wasting both of our time. You are not supposed to like every person that crosses your path. You can't be attracted to everybody. That's like inhumanly impossible. So understanding your time and your energy and where you want to spend it, you really get to hone in on that when you're single. But it may lead to you going on less dates, and it may lead to you just taking yourself out on more solo dates and hanging out with your friends more and family. So there are some ups and downs to protecting your time and energy when you've been single for a minute. I don't know if this is just me, but I've always been impatient, but I feel like I've become way more impatient when it comes to men talking to me, especially because I can sense the BS. I'm not about to dilly-dally with someone that I'm not interested in, someone that I don't feel like wasting my energy on because I have other things that I want to do. And this also comes with like when I'm going out and I'm at a bar, for example, and a guy approaches me, and if I'm not interested in that person, I'm literally not gonna continue a conversation. I really could care less about a free drink. I will pay for my drink. I do not want to associate with people that I don't feel like associating with. I don't care. And that really does come with growth, but it also comes with learning what kind of energy you want around you and understanding and respecting your personal time. I am just a bit short and impatient with men. If they approach me and I'm not interested in them and they try to continue a conversation, I'm very impatient in that sense. And also when you are talking to someone, you are in the stages of dating someone and you can just feel like they are entertaining other people, which hey, depending on like the circumstances that you're in, could be fine. But if it's at a point where you feel like they're just stringing you along while they try to figure out their emotions with other people, you may become a bit more impatient in that way because you know your worth and you know that you may be wasting your time here because this person is not showing that they're that serious for you. When you are single, you just really do a lot of introspective thinking and it impacts all parts of the dating life once you start dating or when you are just out and maybe exploring. And you really won't let anybody speak to you in any kind of way, because that's just a disrespect to yourself. From all the growth and self-care that you've done, why would you then go and allow someone to speak to you any kind of way with disrespect? That reduces all of the hard work that you've done on yourself. And like I said, you are probably going on less dates and the pickings are quite slim. Let's be honest. It's slimmer pickings if you're very specific in what you're looking for. And despite all of this, despite feeling like you've been single for too long, remember to think abundantly. Like, no, not everybody is trash. Yes, you will have someone treating you right because you've been treated right before and you know what the standard is because it has happened before, and you deserve to have good treatment. You deserve to be treated like the prize. The quality of the romances, I feel like the quality has really heightened, and that really came with the fact that I was single before for a while and I like understood what I was looking for and the kind of treatment and experiences and memories that I wanted, because at the end of the day, even though those experiences ended, it wasn't anything negative. I know what I deserve and I know it's out there, so I'm not about to just settle or waste my time just because I'm bored and I feel like I need to be in a relationship because I'm getting older and my biological clock is ticking. And when you've been single for so long, you don't really let those outside voices in, even though they are loud. They are loud from all over. You don't really let them in as much as you do in the beginning of your singlehood. You just realize, hey, this is what people are thinking because of how our society is and the standards that we've placed on women. That's not the route that you're going in right now, and that's totally fine. You have other things going for you. And yes, you would like to date and be in relationships, but you're dating with intention, which means you're gonna have quality over quantity when it comes to dates. So it's okay if you feel like you've been single for too long. We feel that time is so truncated and we don't have enough time to do things. You're doing what's best for you and you are just honoring yourself and respecting yourself. With time, it'll come together. So those are my thoughts on being single. So yeah, let me know what you guys think and I will see you guys in my next one.